Are you tired of dealing with groin or hip pain? Hi, I'm Dr. Melissa, and if you said yes, this is the perfect class for you. Go grab your mats and let's do this. If you happen to have a pillow, you could use a towel. If you have a tennis ball or lacrosse ball, awesome. If not, I've got you covered. Let's get started coming into child's pose. So you're going to sink those hips back, walk those hands straight out in front. Take a gentle breath in, maybe wiggle those hips from left to right. Exhale, let it go. So really listening to your body during this practice today. Take another nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. You're going to inhale, pull yourself, come up into a tabletop position. We're going to take that left leg, send your left leg straight back behind. Toes are going to stay on the ground and just slide the leg out towards the side, going as far as it feels comfortable. We'll sink those hips back, maybe just feeling a gentle stretch along that left inner thigh. And then pull yourself, come back, sweep the leg back behind, sink those hips back, child's pose. So we're going to move in and out of this a couple of times. Pull yourself, come up, take your left leg, send your left leg straight back behind, sweep that leg out to the side, sink the hips, just a gentle stretch in the inner thigh. We want to make sure we're not getting this big rounding motion. So that means if you stay up further, that's perfectly okay. Sweep that leg back, child's pose. Nice job. One more time. Come up into tabletop. Left leg sends it back. Sweep that leg out to the side. Sink those hips. Bring it back. Pull yourself. Come back up. Left leg goes back behind. And then we'll switch to the other side. Sink it back. Child's pose. Pull yourself. Come up. That right leg goes straight back behind. Sweep. Hello, pillow. Sweep those legs out to the side, and then you'll sink your hips, come back. Nice, gentle stretch on that right inner thigh. Try to keep that spine nice and long. Pull yourself, come up, sweep that leg back. Child's pose. Come all the way up, tabletop. Right leg sends it back. Press through that heel. Float the leg out to the side. Just as far as it feels comfortable, sink those hips back. Take a breath. Pull yourself, come back up, sweep that leg back behind. Awesome. We've got one more time on this side. Pull yourself, come back up, tabletop, right leg presses back. Sweep the leg out to where it feels comfortable. Sink those hips back, nice inner thigh stretch on that right hand side. Gentle breath in, exhale, let it go. Inhale, pull yourself, come back up, sweep that leg back. And then come back. So if you happen to have the ball, I'm going to show you that one first, and then if not, I'll show you afterwards. So if you've got a ball, you could also roll up a towel roll or your yoga mat. We're going to move the ball. We'll start on the left-hand side, coming straight up the middle of our thigh. You could also use a foam roller for this too. So we'll take the ball, place it right in front of that left kneecap, come down. You can scooch your right leg out to the side, or the right leg can stay back behind you. We're going to lower down. And then just look to find like, whew, that's a good spot. Once you've found it, you can stay there. If you wanted to add on a little bit more, you could bend and straighten the knee. But find what works best for you. You'll do about 3 to 5 breaths on one spot and then find another one. If you didn't have the ball or wanted something else, come all the way down onto your stomach. We're going to bend that left knee. Reach back so you could grab hold of your ankle. You can be propped up. You can lower everything down. We're looking for a nice gentle stretch along the front of our thigh. Sometimes what happens is the leg scoots out to the side. Make sure that leg comes back underneath and you keep pulling that in towards your sit bone. So this is always an option. You could use a strap. And if you couldn't reach for your leg, working on just pulling your heel in towards your sit bone. Nice job. Gentle breaths in. Woo. And then I want you to compare your left side to your right side and what you feel. Nice work. If you're doing the ball, find one more spot. Wowzers. Ooh. And we're going to compare each side with the quad stretch, or if we're using this myofascial technique. Nice job. So you kind of worked your way all along, coming up to the top part of that thigh. And then we'll switch to the other side. So take the ball, place it in front of that kneecap. If you're doing the quad stretch, pull that right leg in. And we'll come down. Ooh, find a spot. And then we'll bend and straighten. Using that breath. Nice work. Scoot down, find another spot. Now, how does the right thigh feel compared to the other side? Woo! Is it more tender, closer down by the knee? More so as you get up towards your hip? What are you feeling? What do you notice? Nice job. Let's take one more breath in here. My left is always so much tighter. So when I get to the right side, I'm like, yes. All right, let's move that ball off to the side, and then let's come onto your back. We're going to grab hold of that pillow and place the pillow. You could also use a yoga block in between your knees, lowering all the way down onto your back. On your exhale, we're going to squeeze in, and then inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. And we're not trying to crush the block or the pillow. It's just a gentle squeeze to fire up those inner thighs. Inhale, soften. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, soften. Now, if you want to add on, you can exhale, squeeze, and press and lift those hips up. We want to fire up our glutes. Getting our glutes going is so important when we're dealing with hip, groin pain. We want to build stability all around that hip. Exhale, squeeze, and press. Now, if you notice that you feel it more in the back of your thighs, lower those legs down and slide your heels in towards your sit bones a little bit more. Just firing up those thighs. Nice job. Gentle squeeze. Nice work. For 3, 2, last 1. Lower everything all the way back down. Let's take that pillow, move that off to the side. And however you want to come up to standing, make your way up. And come standing at one edge of your mat, pressing down into those feet. Spread your toes, take a nice big breath in. Exhale, open, come into cactus arms, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Bring those hands in towards heart center. And we're going to sidestep over towards the other side of your mat. We'll press down into our left foot. Take your right foot and you're going to do little pulses going straight behind. Lift out of that left hip. You can tap that right foot in and out, or you can just do pulses. We want to make sure we're not feeling it in the low back. You're not having lots of arching. Press into that foot, drive that heel straight back. Left glute is firing up. Nice job. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that right foot back down. Inhale, lift those arms, come up. Exhale, open, cactus arms, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Hands come back in towards heart center. Let's head over towards the right side of your mat. Press down into that right foot. Now we can toe tap with the left in and out, or drive that left heel straight behind. Spread your toes, use your breath. Lift out of the waist on that right side. That rib cage is dropping down. We don't have this massive arch. And firing up the glutes on this side. How does this side feel compared to the other side? Nice job. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring that leg back in. And then come to the center of your mat and just move those feet out a little wider than hip distance apart. Heels are in, toes will be out. We're going to bend our right knee, sink the hips back. And thinking more of a strengthening position. So we're really pressing down into those feet. The hips go back. We're not tucking that tailbone underneath. And then let's head over towards the left hand side. Drive into that left foot. Head over towards the right hand side. Nice job. Back to the left and to the right. Now you can go as fast or as slow as you'd like here. Good. For 3, 2, last one. Spin back to face the front of your mat. Let's step back into plank on those knees, plank on your toes. Lower everything down towards the ground. Gently pull yourself forward. Open up through the front of the chest. Nice breath in. Exhale, let it go. Option child's pose. Sink those hips back. If you want to lift your hips, come up and back down dog. We're going to take 2 big breaths in here. Exhale, let it all out. Awesome work. One more breath in here. Exhale, let it out. And then just pull yourself, come forward, and find a comfortable seated position. We'll take one last cleansing breath in. Lift those arms all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands down towards heart center. Thanking your body for your practice. Keep up the good work. Until next time, namaste.